Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to take two because I just realized that I was filming and did not turn on my microphone. You know what? I'm not going to be mad at that because this is probably the first time I've filmed without actually turning on my microphone, so yay me. But I'm kind of annoyed because I'd already filmed the palette looking all cute and whatnot, and now I done dug my grubby fingers into it, which is annoying. Anyways, you already saw from the thumbnail that today I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions thoughts on the brand new Pat McGrath Venusian Sunrise Quad. Now this quad did come out as a part of her bronzer release. I did not pick up the bronzers, but I did grab this one during the Sephora VIB sale because I had a little gift card, so I figured why not. I knew that I wanted it. It was absolutely stunning, so I decided to go ahead and get it. So how I'm going to do this is how I typically do, give you guys a little bit of product details. I'll do some live swatches so you can see what it looks like applied on my skin. Dive into one look because it is a quad, and then just, wrap up with my first impressions thoughts. But before we dive in, let me just quickly introduce myself. Welcome, I'm Jamila. I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup and skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. And yes, you guys can probably still hear it. My voice is still being really weird. Allergies has me on the struggle bus, driving the struggle bus. So, bear with me. I'm doing my best trying to get my voice back to where it needs to be at. All right, so here we have it. This is the Pat McGrath Venusian Sunrise Quad. Sorry this isn't pristine because, again, my mic was off for my first filming of this, so meh. But here we have it. It still looks pretty good though. It is a neutral quad. I fully recognize that, but it's a beautiful quad. In terms of product details, it does come in this little pink box, which is reminiscent of how Pat's products have come recently. She got rid of that trifold thing a long time ago. Now the box does have the name of the bronzer, the name of the quad. It says Divine Bronze Luxe Quad Venusian Sunrise. Like most of Pat's products, it was made in Italy and it has an 18-month shelf life. Now, if you were interested in the ingredients for each shade, they are listed on the back of the box. So if you want to take a screenshot, see if anything here might give you concern. So those are the product details. Let's not belabor the point. Again, here we have this baby. It comes in a stereotypical Pat McGrath, like black lacquered packaging. You do have a little protective shield over it, which honestly I've seen quite inconsistently with her brand. Like sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't, so you never know. You do have Pat's name printed on here. Her older packaging used to have a little hieroglyphic kind of logo thing embedded in it, which had more texture, but here we are. And then you have the back of the packaging, which has a little bit of more information on the palette, as well as the shade names, which I appreciate as a new addition to her palettes because they didn't do that before. Again, here we have the 4 shades. So you get 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. One is definitely a smoother texture, and one is a more metallic shimmer. So that's it. Easy peasy, nice, quick, and easy neutral quad. Let's dive into some swatches. I'm just going to do a quick swatches on the back of my hand, starting with the matte shades. Now these feel like butter. I said that the first time I filmed it, and I'm going to say it again. They feel so good. So here we have the 2 matte shades, both very neutral leaning browns, nothing too warm or too cool. So first up we have Sunset Taupe. That is beautiful. That'd be a great transition shade. And then we have Velvet Eclipse. And again, that swatched so pretty and so smooth. I said that the first time. It was so impressive. And now for the shimmers. So here we have the 2 shimmers. This one is definitely a smoother texture than this one, which has, a lot more chunks in there that you can visibly see. So first up we have Nude Solaris, the lighter metallic and the smoother one, and then we have Gilded Glamour. Definitely more texture, more shine, more sparkle to it. And that's it. This is the Venusian Sunrise Quad. It is like a simple, everyday, easy peasy neutral quad, which we didn't need, but personally I'm kind of glad we have because I could live off of these shadows. Like, I love me some color, and I know you guys see me do colorful looks very, very often, but the truth is, confession time, I'm a basic neutral girl. I love me my neutral shadows. 99 95% of the time, if I'm going out, I'm wearing a neutral eyeshadow. So I'm not drawn to colorful looks other than when I'm just playing in makeup. So there you have it. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer and we're gonna dive into this quick look. Okay, first things first, going into Sunset Taupe. That is the lighter of the two mattes. I'm going in with my Refa number 16 brush, and I'm going to use that in the crease as my transition color. I think that this is such a good shade for my complexion. And I don't know if this is why I was like particularly drawn to this, is because I feel like the colors here just felt like they were picked specifically for me. And this is applying and blending really nicely. Pat has one of my favorite matte formulas. She's one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas just generally. Oh my, she does have my favorite eyeshadow formula. One of. No, like if I had to give up everything else and stick with one brand in terms of eyeshadow formula, it would be Patricia. The brand has its flaws, but you cannot deny this woman's genius with eyeshadow. Again, this is applying and blending really nicely, and what I love about Pat's shadows is that you can always buff out to get as soft or as deep as you want. So they are like one of the more versatile formulas that I've found. And not all shadows give you the ability to soften things up so that they can work across multiple skin tones and that one shade could have multiple sort of depth to it. But hers do that with ease. Okay, so we have that. Next up, going into the second matte shade, taking the Gilded Glamour shade, which is that very deep brown. I feel like it almost has like a little bit of purple in it too, but like, hey, like a touch. And that is going to be my Ulta V color for today. So you're just going to start by stamping that where I want it and then blending to get that really nice gradient and depth in the outer corner. And I'm using this Wet n Wild blending brush that was like 99 cents. So mainly because I need to wash all of my other brushes. And let me know, did you guys buy anything in the Refa brush sale? If you didn't know, Refa is doing a, I don't know what to call it, like their spring sale. Like they don't really put names on their sale, but it's one of the massive sales that they do every year, kind of similar to what they do during Black Friday. So yeah, they're doing this huge sale where the entire site is 40% off. But if you are a part of like their email stuff, you know that you have like a secret shop. Everybody gets a secret shop. So they have, if you have a secret shop with them, there are certain products that are like 50% off, so you get a bigger discount. So I have a couple of Refa brushes. Well, I have a number of Refa brushes, but I decided to shop the sale because my secret shop had a number of the brushes with the pro handles, which basically instead of the black wood handle, you get a sort of black shiny handle with a sort of silver accent to it, kind of like this, right? So the long piece is black and kind of shiny, and then you just have a silver, is it called a ferrule? Whatever that is. So it gives it a little bit more of a luxe feel than just the standard Refa wood. So I decided to pick up a couple of brushes there because not only did you get the pro handle version, but you also, it was also cheaper because the secret shop items were 50% off, whereas the Refa sale items were 40% off. So yeah, got me a couple of brushes. I do need to do another brush declutter. I did get rid of a number of brushes from my collection, but I have several more that are coming in to my collection, so I should probably do another quick sort of flush. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. Again, applied, blended like a dream. I will go back in as I usually do with all my shadows once I've laid down the shimmers and start blending and putting everything together. But let's apply the shimmers. So first things first, I'm going to go into Velvet Eclipse. That is the sparkly textured shimmer. I'm going to put that into the center, basically the inner half of the lid. the outer half of the lid, sorry. And then I'm going to go into the lighter shade Nude Solaris, and then I'm going to put that into the inner third of the lid. So I'm going to go in with my finger for the first shade because, as you saw, it is very textured, and Pat McGrath shadows have a tendency to fall all over your face. Oh, that's pretty. So I'm trying to minimize that by going in with my finger, and instead of like brushing, you know, things onto the lids, I'm like kind of stamping it in to help with some of that stickiness. Now I'm not really getting any fallout using this method, which is great. And I also didn't do my base yet, so I definitely still have the opportunity to go back and clean things up. And now with that first shade applied, I'm actually going to take a brush and go into the second shade. Because that is a smoother texture, I think it'll apply with less fallout than the first one. And I'm applying that to the inner part of the eye. Okay, so this is what the eyes are looking like right now. Minimal fallout, loving the level of sparkle. You know how we do. I'm going to go back in with the brushes that I used to apply the matte, blend everything together. We're going to get rid of these harsh lines, make sure everything looks seamless and just like they flow into each other. And then I will do the rest of my face, come back and show you guys the final look. Okay, I'm back and this is the final look and it is glorious. It's a basic neutral look, but who doesn't love a basic neutral look? Like, I think it's super cute. I will say I really enjoyed working with this palette. It was so easy to create this look. It was really quick, really fast. The mattes blend like butter, typical Pat McGrath mattes, and the shimmer's really nice. Like, there's really nice sparkle to this. Like, it's not a Blitz Astral, but I think it's sparkly enough that it's like, I don't mind that it's not a Blitz Astral shade. I just think overall it's a really, really pretty sparkly eyeshadow look. Now for the rest of my face, I am wearing a few things. For my foundation, I mixed the La Mer and the Bite Beauty Change Makeup Foundation, which I find to be like a really good combination for me. The La Mer is a little too light, the Bite is a little too deep, so it just kind of balances out each other really, really well. I'm wearing my Dior bronzer with the Bare Minerals bronzer on top of it, and I am actually wearing the Bare Cheeks palette from Blend Bunny. This is one of their 2 new blush palettes, and I just mixed both of these shades together to get this look because, you know, we're going for warm eyes, so let's get some orange cheeks on there. And yeah, this is the face. Oh, for my lips, just the little brown liner from, what's this thing called? It's the Cola liner from Juvia's Place and some Fenty gloss, the original one. So that's it, y'all. That's his face. And I think that this is such a nice everyday face. This is a really cute palette. I think it's great for travel if you just want to create like very simple looks like this. I think you can keep it really easy. If you just wanted to do a matte look, you could create an all matte look with this. Or if you wanted to make it more sparkly. So I think that there is some versatility in this. Now you're going to get a brown look. So when I say versatility, I mean from like a soft matte look to like a super sparkly look. That's all you're really gonna get, but I'm not mad at this. Definitely get this on sale. I don't think you should pay full price for this. I believe it's like $58 or $60 or something around there, so it is pretty pricey. And for that, I would say wait for a sale. But if we are comparing this quad to like a Tom Ford quad, this is just way better in my humble opinion. This is a better place to invest your money. But yeah, I think that this is really nice and fun. I hope that this was a quick video. I hope that this is helpful if you were considering picking it up. If this is your first foray into Pat McGrath, I think you'll really enjoy it. If you like this video, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the palette. Let me know if you plan on picking it up, because I want to hear all that. Don't forget to like on your way out, and if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. You know how we do. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.